Hello guys, welcome back to the Arsenal Pulse, and we have some interesting latest transfer news as the transfer window is almost closing in the next week or so. So we are yet to finalize the transfer business, and one of the hottest rumors or transfer rumors that is on the air is that Gabriel Martinelli might be on his way out of Arsenal because there are talks ongoing between Al-Hilal and Arsenal, and there is reportedly a fee of £55 million which has been agreed. Now it is left to be seen whether Gabriel Martinelli will accept this, as he has been left out of the matchday squad for Coventry and also in the Community Shield win over Manchester City. So it looks like Arsenal are finally going to sell Gabriel Martinelli, which is going to be the record sale, £55 million as well. So Al-Hilal looks like they are getting closer to agreeing a fee with the Arsenal left winger. Personal terms, salary is not a problem, but the only concern is that this rumor has divided the fan base. Some people want him to stay because of the important goals he scored in the Champions League. Other fans want him to go because they say he has declined since having a very fantastic season in 22-23. Let's quickly check that season where Martinelli produced some of his best football in 22-23. He scored actually 15 goals in the league without any penalties. Yeah, this was the season where Martinelli was absolutely cooking. He was on fire for that 22-23 season, combining with Saka, Gabriel Jesus. Yeah, this is the season where we almost piped Manchester City to the Premier League trophy. So since this season, there are many Gunners fans who are saying that Martinelli's form has dipped. Last season, I believe he was the top scorer in the Champions League in our run to the final, but when it came to the Premier League, he scored only one goal. So it looks like now Arteta wants to move him on with the brilliance of Tzolis. You can see Tzolis already stepping up, performances looking sharp, output is there, and Martinelli has been at Arsenal for a long time. Since 2019, he has been at Arsenal. He was one of the first ever players in this project by Arteta. So it looks like now his time is up, and Arsenal have been looking for a left winger. Remember, we were pursuing Vinicius Jr. That deal never went through. We then went in for Bradley Barcola. Then there was talks of Kenan Yildiz of Juventus, and now it seems like Arsenal want to finally go for Julian Alvarez, meaning that Martinelli and Trossard both have left the club. So that left wing position looks like Arsenal want to upgrade and sign a marquee player who is going to now take over from Trossard and Martinelli. But if you look at this season, this was one of Martinelli's most prolific seasons. 15 goals in the Premier League. He was scoring everywhere at Anfield. He was one of our best ever players. But since then, his form have really dipped. So I can understand the Gunners fans who are saying, "Yo, they should not be sold. Should be given another chance. Who is going to be the replacement?" But it looks like Arsenal finally want to move on from the winger. So who might be the replacement for Gabriel Martinelli? There's some rumors saying that the Gunners are ready to spend £34 million on another Brazilian winger to replace Martinelli. So if this move is completed in the next maybe 24 to 48 hours, in which he'll be joining Al-Hilal, but most people didn't expect him to go to Saudi. I expected maybe he'll go to another Premier League club, or maybe Germany, Spain, or France, but it looks like the offer from Saudi Arabia is tempting. £10 million per year salary. Yo, this guy will be laughing all the way to the bank. £10 million is not a joke per year, and maybe he has a 5-year deal. So it looks like the 25-year-old will accept this And so Arsenal also are looking at Igor Paxiao, the Marseille winger, who is reportedly 40 million euros worth. By myself, they found him at 34 million pounds, which is 40 million euros. So those are the talks ongoing on whether who is going to replace Martinelli. Will it be Bacola? Will it be Paxiao? All these names that are being touted. But interestingly, the Julian Alvarez situation at Atletico Madrid is still ongoing, and Fabrizio Romano, one of the finest journalists around, is saying that Arsenal remain attentive to the Julian Alvarez situation, and there's a feeling they can reach an agreement with Atletico, but only if. So far, Julian Alvarez said he only wants to go to Barcelona. This has been a very tricky transfer because Atletico Madrid have said they won't sell him to Barcelona. Yeah, the only way they can sell Julian Alvarez is maybe if they sell him outside La Liga to Arsenal or other interested clubs. Then there's the fee. The fee is reportedly 150 million euros or 130 million pounds, which is a very, very heavy fee, and he'll be one of the most expensive footballers if this deal goes through. So looking at him, let's quickly look at his highlights. He's a very good striker who can play second striker or striker as well. Very versatile, and it looks like it's a player that Arteta is very keen on. Can score with the left foot, right foot. He's a one. They were saying he has completed football. He has already won every single trophy: Champions League, World Cup, Premier League. Actually, last season was the first time he went a whole season without a trophy. He has been winning trophies ever since he's joined. He started playing professional football. So Julian Alvarez is a tricky situation because he only wants to play for Barcelona. But Atletico Madrid are saying they can only sell him to a club that is not in La Liga. And they are telling even Barcelona, offer what you want, but we are not going to let Julian Alvarez come leave. So there was talks even of Gyökeres swap deal, but Arteta said Gyökeres is not going to leave Arsenal because he was only signed last season. Even though Havertz has started over him in the last 2 games, I don't think Victor Gyökeres will be sold in this summer. He might go next summer, but not this summer. I think he's still part of Arteta's plans. And what I appreciate about this squad, Arsenal squad, we have 2 very good players per position. That's why you constantly keep hearing rumors. How will this player play? Who will play here? That is a positive sign for me. Having 2 quality players per position means that we have built a squad that is very capable of winning trophies. So this Julian Alvarez situation, we are still monitoring it. Will Arsenal make a bid? He is a very good player. He's a very fantastic player. And I believe Arsenal might be willing to break the bank for him because this is the type of player that Arteta likes. So let's see the situation. Barcelona is also looking for a striker after signing. They have sold Ferran Torres, and also they sold Lewandowski's contract ended, so they didn't sell Lewandowski. That's that the contract ended, they released Lewandowski. So they're looking for a striker. So this is going to be very interesting. And also there's a rumor that still doesn't want to go away, which is Myles Lewis-Skelly. Looks like Manchester United want to still go for a left back who is Myles Skelly, but I have seen Arteta insisting on playing him. It looks like Arteta doesn't want to sell him because he has been getting minutes, he has been starting games, and it looks like he's part of Arsenal's plan. But Arsenal have valued him at £50 million. Yeah, if Manchester United want to sign him, then they'll have to make an offer that Arsenal cannot refuse. So Arsenal have set an asking price in the final week of the window. I believe it's going to stay. It will take a lot of money from United, and there are rumors that Manchester United are not capable of spending £50 million on a left back. That is a lot of money, especially for a 19-year-old. But if Arsenal are going to sell Lewis-Skelly, it's going to be a lot of money. and this is another one that refuses to go away. Cooled Manchester United because they have been looking for a left back. Lewis Hall deal collapsed from Newcastle, so they are now back in for Myles Lewis-Skelly. Personally, I don't want him to go because Skelly has proved himself in the Community Shield and in the first game of the season. We have seen his talent, we have seen his brilliance, we have seen how capable he is of playing in midfield. Moving on from that, there's the PFA Player of the Season awards tonight, and David Raya, Julian Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Declan Rice will all be named in the PFA Premier League Team of the Year. So the only question is, will Declan Rice win that award? Yeah, so that award is going to be given tonight, and Arsenal, the champions, being represented there. So we have 4 players, 4 Gunners who are for the Player of the Year awards. Then we have 8 nominated Team of the Year and the 4 individual prizes. So Bruno Fernandes will win the PFA Men's Player of the Year award tonight. So let's see if Bruno Fernandes will win it or Declan Rice. But the truth is, Arsenal have many players who are in that squad. Yeah, you can see how Rice, Gabriel, Raya, they were very key to that Arsenal team winning the Premier League last season. So that's why they have been nominated. They were the best players in the league. They were very influential, and of course, the awards will just cap off a brilliant season. The likes of Henry won it. We had Robin van Persie who won it in 2010, 2011. So let's see who will go away with that award. So in the final week of the transfer window, I'm expecting Arsenal to sign a left winger, Julian Alvarez. Let's see, Yildiz and Yaya. Arsenal keeping us guessing, but the truth is Gabriel Martinelli is on his way out of Arsenal. Yeah, so 55 million pounds looks like will be agreed. Martinelli actually rejected Galatasaray offer, which was 47 million pounds. I think maybe it was a salary issue. Maybe he doesn't want to play in Turkey, but it looks like Mikel Arteta has told him, you are surplus to requirements. We no longer need you at Arsenal. But this will be, he will leave as a Premier League champion. He has gone through the whole process. Remember the process by Arteta. Martinelli is one of the players who has gone through the whole journey from bottom to top. So I hope he'll be very proud of his achievement, winning the Premier League, coming from the 4th division in Brazil. To win, it's an incredible story actually if you look at it. But Arteta is ruthless. Yeah, Arteta is ruthless. He wants to take this squad to the next level. Yeah, and he did that with the likes of Aubameyang. So for all you fantasy lovers, yeah, you can join the Arsenal Pulse Fantasy League. It's called the EPL Pandits. Already game week 1, we got 53 points, which is not bad. It's above the average, which was 50. I'm also game week 3 million. So I'm in plenty of leagues. So this EPL Pandits League, this is my league. I'll be sharing the code with you Gunners in the description, so you can join. Then we can have our own Arsenal Pulse Fantasy Premier League. Yeah, so interesting to see. You can see all the good vibes, winning and maintaining our momentum at the top of the table. Yeah, so Gunners fans, tell me your reactions to this deal. Will Julian Alvarez sign for Arsenal? Will Martinelli be a new Al-Hilal player in the next 24 to 48 hours? I believe so. Will Myles Lewis-Skelly be sold, or will he stay? Tell me your thoughts and feelings in the comment section. Like, subscribe, and share this content as well. But our summer business so far has been great. We have signed a defender, we have signed our left winger, and we have signed a midfielder, Bruno Guimarães. So far, no complaints for me. See you in the next one. Peace out, and we shall meet in the next one.